Are we live? We are. Hello. Thomann in Treppendorf, Germany, and I'm getting pushed out last year, and already I counted 10 million. So let's see if they want to say good morning or just push past me and grab a bargain. If you haven't seen the flea market yet, there are tons, quite literally tons, of guitars, tons of keyboards, tons of speakers, brass instruments, everything that Thomann sells that hasn't quite made the A grade is here at the flea market. And Phil's getting pushed out the way. Phil's on the camera. Good morning, Phil.
Morning.
How many viewers have we got so far? We got like 100,000? Oh, yes, close to 100,000. Good morning. Morning. Oh, there's people getting lost already. There's children here. That's brave. And I'm looking specifically for a dog. I like it when dogs are at these events. Let's have a look. So this is the keyboardy, computery studio sort of sections. You got your monitors and your keyboard controllers, microphones. I think there's some software as well. That's a floor cleaner. I don't think that's for sale. Shame. It's a shame. Genuinely, I was interested in this yesterday, this acoustic treatment, which I know is a little boring, but everybody needs it. That's seriously well priced. And also, it's at the flea market because it's not in a box, and that's the reason. There's so many people. Turn around, Phil. Don't fuck with me. Look at those! Goodness gracious. Some smiling faces already. That's good. Some anxious faces as well. We've got two options here, Phil. Do you want to go to brass, or do you want to go to the speakers and speaker stands? And what do you think? Against the flow. You want to go against the flow of the people? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Drums sind da.
Drums, wo ist Bass, oder? Und Bass?
Gitarre oder Bass?
So, okay.
Classic drums?
Yeah.
This door here,
Okay.
then right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
I've lost Phil. Phil! I was just helping people. Or I think I was helping. I'm gonna go with the flow, Phil. Stupid idea. We're going to follow the people that I gave directions to see if I got it right. Let's take a quick look here, Phil. There's some LED lights. €15 for a park can. Lovely. I wonder if there's an advantage being slightly taller or slightly shorter than average. What do you think, Phil? I mean, I can... So we have double basses here. That one is €100. The neck looks like it's... Oh, we've got a break here. I'm guessing that's reparable. There's a stand there to put your swords in, or any sort of longbow, or maybe even a cello or a double bass. I don't know when watching this you can hear how noisy this is, but I've got a shotgun mic which is very, very closely focused on my voice, and Phil can mix in some ambient audio. It's hella noisy. Morning. This is the brass section. Morning. And Phil's a brass player. Brass is generally quite expensive, no? It can be, right? So people are getting less, paying less here because there might be a little dent in the brass, or there might be some kind of sticky valve issue which can normally be fixed. Sorry? Exactly. So people come from far and wide to come to the Thomann flea market. I'm going to try and find who's come the furthest. So I've come from Austria, so I'm winning so far. Where are you guys from? So you guys watching, why aren't you here? Where are you right now? Where are you watching from? I'd like to know if we've got anybody in England. Maybe some people in America. It's sort of really late night in America right now. Yes. Anybody in France? Good morning. Where are you guys from?
We're from Weiden.
Weiden, so Deutschland.
Yeah.
Okay, nicht so weit.
Not so weit.
Okay, good. Yeah,
First time.
First time. Have a good time.
Yeah.
You got from Australia. I'm not going to do any stereotypical. Good day. India. Hello. England. Where in England? I want to know. North or south? That's very important. So we've got England, India, Australia. I'm now losing. I'm losing the game. Greece. It's not really that far from Greece, is it? Come on. Could have made it. And England also. Australia, you're forgiven. Okay, maybe in a few years' time, when teleportation is possible. Should we see some drums, Phil? Let's take you to see some drums. Or not. Let's just stand in a group of people. Okay, I've got an idea. Come this way. Oh, there's Jonas over there from the drum videos on the YouTube channel. There he is. Hang on. There. I want to take a look at that. A Thomann Standard Series Black. So you've got. That's a good little rhythm section for 110 euros. Cowbell. More cowbell, sorry. Right. We're stuck in a corner now. I've taken us down to a dead end. That way? Okay. Anybody? If there's anything you'd like to see, just type it in the comments and we'll find it for you. I know that we've got more acoustic drums coming up on our left and classic drums coming up on our right. And ting ting ting, because that's very important when buying cymbals. I want to show you this drum kit. Look at this one. I'm a pretty big guy, but that's very small, just so you know. That's my foot. I've got a foot as big as a bass drum. That's ridiculous. Okay, so here we go. Let's go check out some cymbals. I came prepared. How's it going so far? Is it good?
They're going back.
What? I can't hear anything now. Great.
Sorry.
You've got snare drums for 20 euros. There's a Pearl export snare drum there for 45. Is it good?
I don't know. Because it's got a...
Yeah. I think it's okay.
I'm not sure.
Offer 30.
Yeah.
30 euros.
I'm not sure.
Is it the whole drum that's damaged or just the ring?
Yes. It's okay, but it's only that piece.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Our department for event.
You want to see the guitar? There are no here. They're all in the back of my car. Okay, let's go see the guitars. Hey Lisa! It's Lisa!
Hello, live on Instagram.
Whoa, we've got social media inception. Hello Instagram, hello YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. See you later.
Yeah, see you. If you're watching on YouTube, which you are, also watch on Instagram. And then you can have like it's not stereo, but it's certainly weird and freaky. Okay, I'm going to show you something that I was particularly interested in yesterday. Tommy, is it Thayer or Thayer? I never know. But it's the Explorer from Epiphone. It's 200 euros. It has a broken neck. I don't know why I put the mic on it then. But the thing is, everybody, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. That one is more expensive at 305 euros. I wonder why. I mean, I can understand it. It says that the head is completely broken.
Yeah.
Why is that more expensive than that one? That one's easier to fix. But it's got Seymour Duncan pickups in it. For 200 euros, you could possibly make a profit by ripping it to pieces and selling it. Anyway, there are more guitars than just white Explorers. Over here with this Horder Fit, this man's got a lot of guitars. Where did you get that? You got 350 for a Fender. That's one of the new ones. Let's go and knock him out and Taylor's guitar. I've got 50 euros in my pocket. Right, here's the amp section before we get to the guitars. Yesterday there was a Vox AC30 here. Let's see if it's still here. It's not, it's gone. Hello. Sorry, please. After the AC30? No? You not bought this? Okay. I thought the AC30 was sold, but it's not. But in all honesty, the price that's written on the tag is a little bit on the high side, so whoever buys that needs to negotiate a little bit. There's a big muff! Why is there a big muff and why is no one buying it? It's 50 euros. Okay, fair enough. It's because the housing's a bit scratched. That won't still be there at the end, but if it is, it's coming home with me. Right, swivel round here, Phil. We've got bass guitars. And a wobbly table. And bass amp, I believe. Yeah, there's a bass amp actually. And then we get into the other guitars, which last year were mainly, I'm going to say 90% Harley Bensons. Okay, Kev, I'll send it to you sometime. Consider it done sometime. Yeah, there were mainly Harley Benson guitars last year, and this year there are other brands. There are Epiphones, there are Squiers, there are Fenders, there are Gretsch, there's Dean. Rumor has it there's a Gibson custom Les Paul here somewhere. Did you know that, Phil?
No.
There's a Gibson Les Paul custom here, which we could ask Patrick. Patrick is the purchasing manager for guitars. Apparently there's something wrong with the headstock, but it's not the typical thing for the headstock. It's just got a bit of a scratch on it. So it's down from €4,000 to 2,000. I'm going to try and find it if it's still here. There's a Squier jazz bass there. That's floating my peanut. Excuse me. Sorry. Help! One of my favorite things to do is to people watch. And here I like to watch people's eyes because their eyes are all over the place. Looking for bargains, trying to find them before somebody else does. I am amazed that this Marcus Miller is still here because I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at it. So this Marcus Miller bass, there's the neck is slightly twisted and there's a fly on it. that's all this. Oh, I fixed it. It's brand new. But it's up at 110 down from 359. Also, a little tip: if you buy guitars that people have sold, hang on, wait a minute. If you buy guitars that people have bought at the flea market, there is an F stamped into it, so they don't get confused with other guitars that Thomann sells. There's no return policy issues. Just so you know. Someone's trying to build R2-D2 behind us. All right, let's go to the more expensive guitars. How good is my German? Ask me in German and I'll tell you. My German's pretty good. Like, I can order a beer, I can go to the bank, sometimes the post office, and I've only been thrown off a train once for not having a ticket. I didn't know you had to buy tickets before you get on the train in Germany. It's good enough. I can help people get around. We could do this live stream in German, but it'd be very embarrassing from my side. Oh no, it's gone. There was a Thunderbird Pro Epiphone bass here earlier.
Master of the workshop.
Yeah.
The guitar workshop of the Thomann workshop.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah, how you doing?
I didn't get a headphone, so I have to purchase it here.
Okay, we met at a Neumann workshop where I was doing some
Just
singing.
about 2 weeks ago, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
It is still here. Sorry, I'm just looking for this Pro.
Yeah.
Look. Look. That is a Thunderbird Pro. Vintage Pro, sorry. Is it Phil's first bass? That's why it's here. It's been filled. Now it's down from 570 to 170 because the neck is broken, which is where I'm holding it. There's a crack there. I think it would be fine. Oh no! Oh yes! Right, there's an Epiphone there, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. except the fact that the head is still attached, but only by sellotape. Pardon? Yeah, it tunes wonderfully. Look at that. And it goes the other way. Well, those are Grover tuners. Hey! How you doing? We were talking last year, if you were also watching last year. That lady's got about 3 daughters and she throws them around to pick things up for her. I believe she runs a kindergarten and she comes here for cheap percussion instruments and then gives them to the children. Do you remember that, Phil?
Now that you mentioned it.
But I've forgotten her name. Not a surprise, really. It was a year ago. Alrighty. There's a Squire and a Dean and another Dean and a PRS SE. Morning. Hey, servus.
Schön gesungen letzte Woche.
Thanks. Oh, were you at the Neumann thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I recognised you guys. There's lots of people from the Neumann event here.
Yeah.
What have you got so far?
Yeah, well.
Have you got the Marcus Miller bass? Are you buying this?
Yeah, we will buy this.
Yeah, how much is it?
165 euros.
And what's the reason? What's wrong with it?
Instead 555.
How's twisted? Twisted
yeah,
neck?
Yeah, twisted neck. But
Just twist it back.
yeah, for this
Where's
price,
the action or whatever?
for this price we can't say no. You must take it with you.
Exactly. Oh, there's Phil. I lost you, Phil. Thank you. Have a good time. Well, you've got a speaker as well. Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, there's the Epiphone DC Pro. And here's the SE from PRS I was talking about. It's got some lacquer come away at the neck joint there. Could be deeper than paint. That's still up at 415. Okay, it's gone down from 499 to 415. So that's not such a reduction. This is the Dean ML. I love the ML79 and I had one and I sold it because I was tight for cash and I regretted it ever since. One day, maybe today, maybe today's the day. Is that a Warwick? What's that? Wild Audio. Is that Zach Wild's signature line? Sorry. Oh, that's a very nice neck on that. Feel that, Phil? That's the satiny kind of finish. That's my kind of jam. Crafted in Korea. Okay, I want to show you one more thing and then we're going to wrap it up. There's what Shane called yesterday a box of treasure, which has now been unpacked. So let's see if it's gone. And then we're going to love you and leave you unless there are any requests from the comments section. Oh. Can't go through. There we go.
Instagram.
YouTube this time.
YouTube this time.
You want to say hi?
Cool. Hi. Hi.
There you go.
Hey, I watched your video before coming here.
Really?
I saw you from last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it. Hey, what's up? I'm from Canada.
We got someone from Canada.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Daniel. I'm visiting my girlfriend though, she's German, on the back. But I watched your video last year just to see what it would be like, and it's pretty hectic, like you said.
Did you learn anything?
But it was like it was good to see like what they have. We're a bit late, it's like 9:20, but.
Yeah. Would you think? I think there's
Yeah.
better stuff here than there was last year. What do you think?
There is, but I'm kind of looking also for higher end guitars, but it's, I I just got here, so I would have to see, and I'm left-handed, so it's hard for me to, but it's.
Well,
it's
there was
just,
this guy called Jimi Hendrix, right?
Yes.
And what he did.
Yeah. I'll see. I can.
There are some Strats here. In fact, there was a Strat classic player
Okay.
right over there, right at the end.
Is it still there?
I don't know.
Okay.
It could be going this very
No,
second.
It's so hectic here that.
Well, then stop talking to me and go and buy a guitar. Bye, Daniel. Right, we'll go and try and see if that Strat is still there. There was also a telly. Morning. There's an acoustic for 10 euros there. Anybody in the comments up to the challenge of repairing that? Right, this was the Box of Delights area. So we have pickups, we have pedals, we have tuners. There were some Gibson tuners here earlier. We got pink strings. Whoop-de-woo! A tremolo system for 25 euros with what looks like a decent block on there. Look at the block on that. That's heavy. Some Fender in-ears. Oh my goodness. Something I might actually have to buy right now. The Honeytone amp from Dan Electro. It's got great vintage sound. It says on the top that the sound is not constantly the same, which would fit my playing style. Maybe I'll leave it then. I'm not as excited as I was, but it looks very cool. That's a laser kick. Oh, have you seen one of these, Phil? A what? You've seen one? You've got one?
No, it's a stomp box, right?
Yes, a stop box, but it does laser. So you just put your foot there, and a laser beam goes across here, and you kick like that, and that creates the sample. Oh. Okay, let's just try and find that Fender, and then we'll go offline and come back later, because I've got to go shopping. Hey! We'll also see if we can talk to some beautiful Thomann stuff. There are many around, see if you recognize any. Hey! Here are the cases. These are exceedingly good deals. It's like, I don't know, 30 euros for a case. 60 euros, 40. So many ukuleles. What can we find? There's an Epiphone Black Beauty over here. Look at this one. Epiphone Black Beauty up at 370 because there's a problem with the nut. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a break there. It's just a flesh wound. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's see if this Fender is still here, and then we'll shoot off and grab a coffee. Hey, Phil. Hey, good morning. The Fender is gone. But good morning. There was a green Strat there earlier. It's gone. Okay, then in that case, it's very exciting being here at the flea market. There is also stuff outside, so there's private sellers, and there's a man called Robert behind Phil. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Andy.
How you doing?
Fine, thanks. You?
Good.
Hi.
Yeah, really good. Have you found anything yet?
Not yet. I'm just looking.
Okay, because you were in the shop yesterday looking at basses.
For basses. I'm still looking for basses.
Anything in particular, or just something?
Chess bass style, and I'm thinking about Marcus Miller maybe, or I go back to the shop and find a good one.
So what's the solution?
I don't know. I will see what I can see here, and then decide the next steps.
Cool. Well, have a good time. I won't keep you any longer. I'll see you later.
Ciao.
Ciao. Okay, YouTube. There are private sellers outside, is what I was going to say.
If the flea market's the same day each year.
Is the flea market the same day each year? I don't know. It is normally the third. I'm looking at Phil because he's telling me with his fingers. It's normally the third Saturday in July. So it is roughly the same time. Also, so if you're thinking about coming, you need to plan the trip. It's in the third week of July. Probably plan a week either side of that. It's definitely worth coming because number one, you get to hang out with me and Phil, and number two, you get to pick up really good bargains. So third week in July, if that answers your question. We will advertise it, I guess, at the beginning of 2020. but expect it to be roughly the same date. Phil and I are going to grab a coffee and a donut or something like that, and we will join you again later with hopefully an empty logistics building. We might go to the shop as well just to hang out. See you later. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye bye.